Kane Hoalani is a greeting chant that is part of the larger chant Ku Mau Ko e Ku'u Mau Po Ki'i from the epic Mo'olelo of Pele and Ti'iaka. It is used to greet the sun, Kane Hoalani, and welcome the day. The Meaoli utilized this metaphor to greet all who have gathered for Ka Lā o Nā Lei Aloha.
Please rise for Pule. E Pule Ka Kou. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful day and for gathering us all here in Keawe Gym this morning. Thank you for our guests, Kealoali'i, and our performers who are here today. It is with your blessing that all of these people, with so many gifts to share, have come to exemplify the qualities of pono and honor our annual tradition of Ka Lā o Nā Lei Aloha. Please bless that we will have a great program and that everyone will have a wonderful rest of their day and everyone will return home safely. Ma ka inoa o kama kua, a me ke keiki, a me ka uhane hamolele, Amen. Please be seated. Aloha kākou. Welcome to our 14th annual Ka Lā o Nā Lei Aloha. My name is Liliana Saralo of Pu'ulu Kukui, and I will be one of the Mea Ha'i Olelo for today's program.
Aloha, my name is Joshua Ching, and I am a member of Pu'ulu Lama, and will also be a Mea Ha'i Olelo for today's program. At this time, we would like to recognize individuals in the audience from our school's administrative team. Those who are here from our KMS administrative team, Kapālama campus leadership team, and our executive leadership team from Kauai Ha'o Plaza, please stand and be recognized. Mahalo for joining us today.
May Day is Lei Day in Hawaii. Here at the middle school, we celebrate May Day, or Ka Lā o Nā Lei Aloha, which translates to Day of the Beloved Lei. We are all pua a Pauahi, cherished blossoms of Pauahi, and so, when gathered together, we are fashioned into a beautiful lei. Nā kini pua lei mamo Hawaii.
Yes, we are all Nā kini pua lei mamo Hawaii. You may not know that in 1928, Don Blanding, a writer for the Honolulu Star Bulletin, suggested and founded the annual Lei Day in Hawaii. As our middle school celebrates 14 years of Ka Lā o Nā Lei Aloha, we, as a state, celebrate our 90th year of May Day in Hawaii. A very special component of Ka Lā o Nā Lei Aloha is a selection of Kealoali'i. To be a member of Kealoali'i is a high honor. As part of our character education program, students are nominated and selected based upon their moral character. Throughout the school year, our court members have consistently demonstrated the Hawaiian value of pono in their studies and overall behavior in and out of the classroom. We are grateful that Kealoali'i have their families in attendance to share in this special moment. Family members, please stand and be recognized. Mahalo for joining us today.
I know that you are excited about the presentation of the court, and I would like to give you an opportunity to make some noise now before Kealoali'i is introduced. So, on the count of 3, you may cheer, clap, and make as much noise as you can. E kahi, e lua, e kolu, pa.
Now that you have gotten your enthusiasm out for your fellow classmates, out of respect for Kealoali'i and their family members, I would like to ask that you hold your applause until all of the court members have been introduced.
Representing the island of Hawaii are Sam Lee and Kiana Ohia Pratt. Sam resides in Aiea Oahu and is a member of Kamehameha's cross-country and volleyball teams. Throughout his academic and athletic experiences, Sam exemplifies ho'omo and po'okela, persevering through every challenge and injury to always do his best. A well-rounded individual, Sam is a fine example of a good and industrious haumana Kamehameha. Kiana resides in Waianae, Oahu, and is described as creative, artistic, and a kind person who is wise beyond her years. She exemplifies the Hawaiian value of ike pono by often seeking clarity on things she wonders about and perseveres despite challenges she is faced with. Kiana values and respects her ohana by working on their family farm and perpetuating their Hawaiian culture. Kiana believes that ho'ihi should be shared between people and everyone deserves it, no matter who you are.
Representing the island of Maui are Weston Kekua Okalani-chan and Jadelyn Pang. Weston Kekua resides in Wahiwa, Oahu. His confidence and insightful ideas make him a natural leader on Pu'ululama. When he is around his peers, Kekua can be seen either joking around with his friends or engaged in an intellectual conversation. He prides himself in perpetuating hula and other aspects of Hawaiian culture. One of his strengths is he looks at things from various perspectives, always remembering that everyone's opinion should be valued. For his young age, Kekua exemplifies global competence and empathy for others. Because of these reasons, the Lama teachers often tell him that eventually he will be our boss, Trustee Chan. Jadelyn resides in Waipahu, Oahu. According to Nā Kumu Olopua, Jadelyn exemplifies the values of ha'aha'a and po'okela, her relentless work ethic to settle for nothing but perfection, and her willingness to always help others is a model of what it is to be good and industrious. Whether it be conducting her own science experiments at home to further labs done in class, or being a reliable friend to others, she is a class act.
Representing the island of Kaho'olawe are Dustin Kealoha and Leana Mokihana Pike. Dustin resides in Ewa, Oahu, and exemplifies the Aola learner outcome of Kulia. He is intrinsically motivated to work diligently to bring pride to himself and his family. While Dustin consistently strives for his own personal achievement, he is never too busy to help someone else. Dustin understands that achievement for its own sake is not enough, and that we do best when we strive as a community of learners to raise the lahui. Leana Mokihana Pike resides in Kaneohe, Oahu, and is a proud member of Pu'ulukoa. She enjoys shopping and going to the beach. She serves as a member of student council and is also a member of Kamehameha Dance Company. Her other talents include art, cooking, baking, and singing. When she is not at school, she enjoys spending time with family. Her kumu and ohana extend our aloha to Mokihana, as she is a great representative of all that Keali'ipawahi intended for the keiki of Hawaii.
Representing the island of Lanai are Mason Hanawahine and Emi Shigekane. Mason resides in Kapolei, Oahu, and is a member of Pu'ulukoa. Mason is a talented artist and musician. Both students and teachers have been marveled by his excellent art pieces, including the graphic novel Ball or Fall and the book cover for Stone Giant. When he is not in school, Mason is spending time with family, working on his ukulele skills and hitting some golf balls at the driving range. His favorite quote is also great advice to us all. You learn more from failure than from success. Don't let it stop you. Failure builds character. Emi resides in Kailua, Oahu, and is a member of Pu'ulu'olona. Her kumu share that she is an example of alaka'i lave lave through and through. In addition to her work on the student council, Emi is constantly looking for opportunities to serve her classmates in big and small ways on a daily basis. Remarkably, Emi is one of our more quiet students, never seeking recognition or accolades for her own sake, instead dedicating her focus and care entirely towards her peers. Emi truly embodies her kupuna's legacy of manawahine leadership and is sure to make a positive impact on the world.
Representing the island of Molokai are Jonah Stokes and Adriana Apana. Jonah resides in Mililani, Oahu. His excitement for learning is contagious. A humble and independent young man, Jonah always exhibits a positive attitude. He has a servant's heart, representing our team in the 7th grade student council. When he does have spare time, Jonah enjoys spearfishing with his dad. Ho'omai ka'ie, Jonah. Adriana resides in Honolulu, Oahu. Her team kumu describe her as our little firecracker that leads by example. Adriana is an awesome dancer who eats Funyuns every day. Adriana exemplifies the lehua value of ho'omo. She always does her best and has a positive attitude. Ho'omai ka'ie, Adriana.
Representing the island of Oahu are Liam Meza and Sky Enomoto. Liam resides in Mililani, Oahu, and is a member of Pu'ulukoa. He enjoys swimming and was excited to represent Kamehameha on both the water polo and wrestling teams this year. In his spare time, he loves to play video games, yet he is sure to make time to read. His favorite book is Ready Player One. When he grows up, he would like to be an engineer. His favorite quote is, "I destroy my enemy when I make him my friend." As a student at Kamehameha, this can be clearly seen in what Liam says and does, as he represents well our best character values. Sky resides in Honolulu, Oahu, and according to her kumu, is a fine addition to Kamehameha as a first-year student. Sky is a risk-taker, as evident by her willingness to join Nā Kani Akapahu in its inaugural year. She plays the violin and exhibits the value ho'ihi. Ho'omai ka'ie, Sky.
Representing the island of Kauai are Micah Andres and Nohea Moniz. Micah resides in Kaneohe, Oahu. When Nā Kumu Olohua think of a student who is true to his word and always willing to try his best, Micah Andres comes to mind. Micah can always be counted on as a true model of pono behavior and leadership. Whether he be offering positive support to his classmates, pinning his makahiki opponents in Pāuma, or hitting home runs, Micah brings a contagious positive attitude to everything he does. Nohea resides in Waipahu, Oahu. The Loina Hawaii Kuleana is a particularly important value to Nohea, as she enjoys prioritizing her schoolwork and knowing everything else will follow. She also exhibits kuleana in her commitment outside of school to the Leeward Cobras wrestling team and Hula Halao Kamuela. Nohea would like to mahalo her parents for motivating her to try new and different things. She knows that without their support, she would not be here on May Day Court.
Representing the island of Ni'ihau are Keola Kupono Mate'ele and Kaualiligo Abrigo. Keola Kupono resides in Kaneohe, Oahu. When you first walk into the learning space, Keola is one of the first students you will notice. Not because of his physical stature, but because of his big heart and the way he treats his peers. Keola's sense of humor and bright smile are both contagious, and he inspires both students and adults by the way he steps up to new challenges. He personifies the values of ha'aha'a and ho'omo. Keola will leave his mark on our middle school through his academic and personal achievements, which have garnered him the nickname Chief Mate'ele. Kaoli Liko resides in Kapolei, Oahu. Liko, as she is known by Kumu and Toa, is a hard-working scholar as well as a gifted and passionate dancer. As a shining representation of Kamehameha, Liko always strives to do her best in everything, all while doing so with a smile on her face and a positive mental attitude.
And now, making their way to the stage, is this year's Mo'i Kane and Mo'i Wahine. Cardell Kamea'io Makamai Stokes Rider and Chloe Silva. Cardell is a resident of Kaneohe, Oahu. He is the youngest of 4 children and enjoys playing defensive tackle for our very own intermediate football team. When not on the field of play, Cardell is a leader amongst his peers who leads by example and is genuinely courteous to all. He is a member of our KMS band and is a natural performer. Exuding the values of his 7th and 8th grade pu'ulu, he is the ideal representation of what ho'ihi and ike pono is all about. Cardell is indeed an exemplary model of a good and industrious Kamehameha warrior. Chloe comes from Makakilo, Oahu. She epitomizes the traits of Mālama and local Maikai: kind, caring, and respectful. In her free time, Chloe enjoys hanging with friends, reading books, playing the violin, and being outdoors. As a student, Chloe excels in writing and has the uncanny ability to make her words come alive on paper. She is respected by her peers and teachers alike and is always willing to put in the extra effort in everything she does. Dedicated, focused, hardworking, and passionate, Chloe is truly an extension of Princess Pauahi's vision of a well-rounded haumana. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this year's Aloha Li'i.
Aloha.
Mele Kahiko Kapālama was composed by KS graduate and singer-songwriter from the musical group Keauhou, Jonah Solatorio. Jonah currently teaches Olelo Hawaii in the high school and writes, "Through the many trials and triumphs that we have faced as a Lāhui, one thing has remained our constant guide: education. The educational legacy of Princess Bernice Poahi Bishop remains at the forefront of world-class education for young Kanaka." Now performing Kahiko Kapālama are the Hamana o Kapapa Ehiku.
Written by Manu Boyd for the 2009 Halauaola Hula Conference on the island of Oahu, Āwaho Māko is the Mele Kahea, a chant used to request permission to enter a space and the presence of those in attendance. Āwaho Māko speaks of the famed ali'i Ma'ili Kukahi of Oahu, which, under his leadership, was divided into the moku we know of today: Ko'olau Poko, Ko'olau Loa, Waialua, Wai'anai, Ewa, and Kona. Eia no Kapapa Evalu.
Ike
Mahalo e ka papa e walu. Former KS trustee and president of the Polynesian Voyaging Society, the late Myron Pinky Thompson is a descendant of the Paua Ohana of Tahiti. Trustee Thompson was a social worker who saw the value in reconnecting young Hawaiians to their ancestors. He believed that Hawaiian families could find healing, strength of character, pride, and empowerment once they were able to remember who they were and where they came from, thus raising the social awareness of our lahui. Written by Randy Kamuela Fong, the Wahine of Papa Olime Hula performed for you Nā Lei Aloha, a name song to honor Uncle Pinky, his ancestral ties to Tahiti, and his strong belief in our youth becoming the future leaders of Hawaii. A popular song, Pu'u A'o Ewa, has poetic meaning typical of Hawaiian music. The reference of the pu'u in this particular mele is not necessarily for the pu'u of Pu'uloa. Rather, it is a reference to the people of the Ewa district whose homes are found along the water's edge of what is known today as Pearl Harbor. The mele also mentions Ka'ahupa'aho, the shark goddess and guardian of Pu'uloa who protected the people of Ewa from man-eating sharks, maintaining peace and balance in her waters. It also speaks of Ka'ala Mountain and the tallest mountain on Oahu in all its beauty and splendor. This himeni, songs with verses and a chorus, dates back to the late 19th century and was performed at a fundraiser for Kahiku o Nā Lani Church in Pearl City, part of the Ewa district on the island of Oahu. The name of the composer is unknown.
That's why we're going to do kahiko. Kamehameha, kaaina, ahe aina, uakauna, maina, kupuna mai, ala hula pukuloa, ke ala hele no kaapukaha. Ala hula pukuloa, ke ala hele no kaapukaha. Tagi, ala hula pukuloa, ke ala hele no kaapukaha.
Mahalo e nā kane o ka papa oli me hula. Ke alo ali'i exemplify what ke ali'i pawahi defined as good and industrious. Because of those who have nurtured them, which include their families, their teachers, their coaches, and their mentors, they have blossomed into confident and resilient individuals. He lei puino ole ke keiki. A lei never forgotten is the beloved child. Lei are often used poetically to represent a child or a loved one. When one's arms wrap around another in a loving embrace, a lei is formed. When a child clings onto a parent, a lei is formed. Kealo Ali'i would like to dedicate this special presentation to their loved ones in attendance today. Mahalo to each of you for playing a significant role in fashioning a lei of aloha that will never be forgotten.
ula o hale a ka lā Hano hano Hawaii Lei ana I ka lehua Kila kila o mauila Lei ka roselani Kua hiwi na nila O hale a ka lā ahe o Hea, hea nai ka ilima Kaulana kawaila Lei ka mokihana Kua hiwi na nila O ai ale ale
Vehi o aku lei ka ilima ke kapitala o Hawaii nei Kaua I moki hana vai ale ale Kelai kalani kila kila
Haina kapuana me ke aloha E mau ke o kaina I ka pono Moloka I lana I meni I hau Ahi shua maolino Haina kapuana Ea, ea Ahi shua maolino
According to Nā Mele o Hawaii Nei by Albert N. Mahoy, Kaulana Napua was composed in January of 1893 by Ellen Keho'ohiva o Kalani Wright Prendergast, in opposition to the annexation of the Hawaiian Kingdom to the United States of America. Members of the Royal Hawaiian Band visited her and voiced their unhappiness at the overthrow of the government, begging her to put their feelings to music. It was originally titled Mele Ai Pohaku, or the Stone-Eating Song. It has also been known as Mele Aloha Aina, or the Patriot Song. In this, the 125th year since one of the darkest days of Hawaiian history, the combined groups of the choral music program offer for reflection Kaulana Napua.
Ai
Mahalo Choral Music and Hawaiian Ensemble. We hope you have enjoyed our 14th annual Ka Lā o Nā Lei Aloha program. Please give another round of applause to Kealo Ali'i, our performers, and Kumu who helped to make this day possible. We would like to especially mahalo our parent volunteers for helping to decorate the gym. Thank you for all of your continuous support.
We have now come to the end of our program. Before we close, please rise and join me in pule. E pule kākou I ka pule lana kila. Ke ho'omai ka I aku nei mā ko ia oe. E aloha ko mākua kua. A me esu ko mākua hola. A me ka uhane hamalele. Ko mākua kokua. Amene, amene, amen. Please remain standing and as we sing Hawaii Aloha.
Hawaii
This formally concludes our program. We hope that you have enjoyed yourselves. We would like to thank our invited guests and family members for coming. Parents of Kealoʻaliʻi, feel free to stay here in the gym for picture taking. Students, you will be dismissed by teams for recess. Have a great day and aloha.